Today we're checking out these two wireless gaming mice from RAPOO, the VT350 and the VT950. In case you don't know about the brand, RAPOO is actually one of the pioneers when it comes to wireless peripherals at the early days. So, in this video, I will be sharing my experience after using both of these mice daily for after 2 weeks. Now first, I must compliment RAPOO for them using this kind of packaging where customers can actually have a feel of the grip of the mouse when they purchase it at the store. However, if you're buying the mouse online, well, this doesn't do much, but hey, at least you got a choice when you walk into the shop. Now, the accessories, apart from the mouse itself and the receiver, you will also be getting a braided cable. Now, this is a USB Type A to micro USB. Now, we're heading into year 2021 and I still don't understand why we're still clinging to the micro USB at this point. Now, I know some of you might argue that, hey, it is just a mouse, give you a break. But, well, I'm not buying that, honestly. One thing is, the physical connection is there for you to charge the mouse or use the mouse in wired mode. Now, because of this thing, let's say this cable breaks down or whatever happens to this. Now, the problem of this is because this semi-proprietary header, why they design it in this way is so that you can actually plug it into the mouse. And first thing, it will look very nice because it goes according to the design. Secondly, it will hold the cable in place so during your intense gaming sessions, it will not fall off. But the problem comes that if your cable has any sort of problem, let's say it breaks down or what, then you might need to get another cable and then shave off the header so that you can actually put inside the micro USB port in the mouse. Now, in terms of the design, the VT350 and VT950 are catered for two different types of user preference. The VT350 is sculpted to fit right-handed users, while the VT950 has a symmetrical design that will fit even for left-handed users. Personally, I prefer the VT350 because of the shape itself, but also the placebo effect of feeling that 350 is lighter than the 950. I don't know. Officially, the 350 is weighed at 135 grams, while the 950 is 137 grams. 2 grams difference, but I can't explain why the 950 feels heavier. Now, perhaps because of the ergonomical design, maybe. Now, both of them do have adjustable weight feature. Now, as you can see this here, I already taken it out. It is attached magnetically to the bottom, like this. Yes, it only comes in a single piece of 10 gram weight, and you can actually remove it from the plastic cover. If you actually add this plastic cover is 1 gram. So that makes it effectively 11 gram. So 135, if you remove this, then your mouse will become 125 grams. Now, I'm not too sure why RAPOO didn't include different weight, but the mouse itself at 125 grams, for me, it feels kind of heavy already. So I'm actually using the mouse without the weight piece. That's why one of these doesn't have the weight piece because I left it at my home. As for the buttons, the VT350 has a total of 11 customizable buttons if you include the scroll up and down. Now that goes the same for the VT950 as well, 11 buttons. Just that the VT950 has placed 2 extra buttons on the right side, so left-handed users can use them as back and forward button. The VT350, however, they place the 2 extra buttons at the side of your primary click button, so you can actually use it to trigger a macro and stuff like that. Now, all these buttons feels amazing. They are nice to click and everything. Just, I don't understand why the VT950's side button is too soft and it gets triggered easily, and that's not a good thing. However, the VT950 do has a trick up its sleeves with a unique black and white OLED display at the middle of the mouse. By default, it is programmed to display the CPI of the mouse, but through the software, you can also program it to show your APM and even display custom draw or BMP images. While you're holding the mouse, yeah, the display is kind of pointless, but hey, at least you get to customize your mouse. And now, the VT350 has a sensor that can go from 200 and up to 5000 CPI. Meanwhile, the VT950 from 50 to 16,000. Okay, I don't know who is gonna use 16,000, but at least it's there if you want to use that. Nonetheless, the CPI is an extremely complicated topic. If you guys are interested in that, maybe do let us know and we'll make a special episode just to talk about CPI and everything. And now back to the software. For some reason, we had some difficulty trying to download the official software from RAPOO website. As far as I know from the local representative, they told us they are actually in the middle of upgrading their website and everything. But yeah, when we got the software, installed it, and then immediately the software recognizes the mouse and tells us that you have firmware updates. Yep, everything goes through by connecting the cable to the PC and all is good. However, there is one major big problem with the software. The translation of the software is kind of failed because I believe this software is coming from China and by default it is in Chinese, and because Chinese has shorter text, that's why they didn't really cater for English translation. So as you can see, the English words has been cut off. Some of them you can't really read the full text unless you mouse over it. At least when you mouse over it, they will show the full text. But that's the part where RAPOO they really need to improve on. However, if you really look into the features of the software, for example, you can like customize the button functions or even the macro recording, everything. Those are really well-established functions that comes with the software. You can even change the RGB of the lighting effects on the RAPOO logo. One thing I did not expect is the ability for you to upload your mouse configuration to the cloud. Yes, you can actually register a RAPOO account in the software and then upload your settings to the cloud. So whenever you like, let's say, bring your mouse to a tournament or whatsoever using another PC, install a software, log into your account, then you can download all your mouse profile into the software. Now, of course, the mouse do have the onboard memory for you to store the latest profile. However, sometimes you have different profiles for different games. That comes in place when you're using this software. But there's a huge but when it comes to the software, this cloud sync thingy. When I register for an account, I realized that here's a huge security loophole. The password field, they are actually using text field. That means whenever I type in password, it is open for everyone to read. That includes the login page. When I click on the login page, type in my email address and password. The password is text field and I can read password.gg whatsoever thing. So it is a good feature. I don't think I've seen any sort of other companies doing this kind of cloud upload your mouse configuration or anything. But please fix that password thing. Also, another reminder, don't reuse your password. Now, as for the battery life of these gaming mice, you can see that there is no openings down there for you to change the battery because the battery is built in actually. Now, the battery life is not exactly that long given the fact that these are gaming mice and it comes with RGB lighting and a lot of fancy bells and whistles. In our test, a full charge VT950 and 350 can actually last for a full day of gaming. Actually, yeah, daytime work and nighttime gaming, but yeah, you get the idea. Full day use, and it will prompt me to charge the battery on the second day. not the most power efficient kind of mouse if you want to use it for your work, to bring it out for meetings and things like that. But for a gaming mouse, this is more than enough because you have a cable nearby and then just plug it in and then charge it. Again, you have to use this proprietary kind of header to it, otherwise you have to cannibalize another one. And another thing to highlight is that there is nowhere for you to store the 2.4 GHz receiver. That means you are either have to permanently plug this into your laptop or desktop, and when you're traveling, you have to take good care of this one, because if you lose this, your mouse is pretty much effectively a wired mouse right now. And now, last but not least, is the price for these two mice. The VT950 is priced at 391 ringgit Malaysia, while the VT350 is priced at 271 ringgit Malaysia. Now don't ask me why the weird 91, 71 instead of 79 or 99 ringgit, but for the price you're paying, these are very good mouse for gaming. And even though I personally is leaning towards the VT350, but for 271 ringgit, these are really good deal. For the same price, I can't really find any sort of other more reputable brands that can really bring this kind of value on the table, especially these are wireless. So in other words, if you find that some other gaming brands like Logitech, Razer, SteelSeries, those reputable ones are expensive, but hey, at least now you got this alternative option for you to try it out. So yeah, that's all we want to say about the RAPOO VT950 and VT350 gaming mice. Do let us know what do you guys think about these mice, and I'll see you guys in the next video.